Hello, lovely viewers. I have I promised one of our viewers that left a comment on it was one of the shorts that was from the old wildflowers video that I did last year of like tips for beginners. And so they asked a question about gardening. And I thought it would be a good idea to kind of revisit some of those tips and maybe break them down a little bit further and give you guys some more helpful tips. I think this game is like a super underrated cozy game. It was really all over the place like upon launch. They recently added like some new content to it, like that I actually have not seen yet, but I've played the main story all the way through. I actually just finished the main story a few days ago. Apparently I was really close to the end of it, and then I had kind of like dropped off the game a little bit and I started playing Honkai, so my apologies to Wildflowers. But I have returned. I do want to do a completely new playthrough of this game. But before we do that, I would like to get a couple of tutorials in on my initial save, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of demonstration, give you guys a little bit more helpful tips. So if you are looking to play this game, you'll have some more insight. So yeah, let's get into this. Let's start by, let's adjust the time a little bit. Yes, it's early in the morning.
Should I go to bed?
Yeah, you should. We want to start in the morning. So I usually do gardening like in the morning. It's like the first thing I do during the day. Some of the shops are not open up, but it kind of gives you time before you go like exploring and talking to different villagers. I usually have time in the morning to do that. So we're just gonna leave him standing there for now. Okay, so when you first start out, you're gonna have like a plot of land right here that comes with your farm. It's gonna be empty. And as you work through the game, and you'll get this stuff just by talking to people, but you'll be able to get like seeds from Lena's store in town, and then you'll get like a little workbench here that you can build garden beds and compost bins and beehives. There's some other thing that I actually even haven't gotten yet, but I think the first thing that you want to build when you put your garden beds down, you'll want to start building these compost beds like as soon as you get them, and making compost, because you will need that with your seeds to like make them flourish. So yeah. But yeah, once you have a couple of things built, and you'll collect weeds. That's how you make some compost. I actually don't know if I have any made. But yeah, let's see. So with beehives need to be next to flowers in order for the bees to make honey. And then for like the trees, these ones, like this one with the exclamation points, ready to harvest. So we can go ahead and pick the limes and the lemons. And then the orange tree's not ready yet. We can also tell that this plant does not need watering, I think, because it doesn't have like the water drop on it. So we know that we don't need to water these because they're, they don't actually say that they need water. So,
my watering can is already full.
but you do want to have your watering can full, and the way that you fill it is at the well here. So let's plant, let's see if we have some flowers or something we can plant right here. What do we got? It is spring, so I think we can kind of probably plant just about everything. Maybe let's put Let's see. Sunflowers are out of season. Marigolds are out of season. What else do we have? Turtlehead flower seeds also out of season. Do we have anything that is within season? Crocus? No. And primrose. That's all that I have. Okay, well we might have to go to the store and try to get some flowers that are in season. So let's go over here. As you progress through the game, you'll have an option to open this part of the garden up also. So let's plant some crops in here. Or we can even do some in the greenhouse too, but let's plant some crops out here. Probably get some compost going. I think we might need some compost. Hopefully we don't for this tutorial. But okay. So let's see. Oh, this is all the seeds that are in season, so we can plant some carrots. And then you see on, so the carrot, immediately after planting it, we've got a raindrop on there. So that means that we can water it. I like to get a row going first. So let's plant some more carrots. Maybe we'll do potatoes. And some green beans are in season. And what can we put over here? I guess we'll do more carrots right here. Now, if you have like some certain quests will ask for certain things. And so it sometimes like I have a lot of empty spots right now because I haven't had to do a lot of quests for this that need specific ingredients. But yeah, you can kind of keep that in mind, like for what you're planning for this season. And so then to water, we just click on it. But if you try to click on it and that little water dot is not there, your can will not come out and it will not open. And you can also see that the dirt gets a little bit darker in here in comparison. So these two now, the potatoes and the carrots on the left here, do not need to be watered now. But if we go over here, we can see that the green beans and these carrots that are on the right, they've got the little water dots, so they do need to be watered. So you'll just, again, click on the ones with the water droplet on the icon, and then it will close. If your water can is empty and you try to do this, it won't work. So you do need to go and fill your water can, and then come back to it and try it again. And then for the beehives, if there's no flowers next to it, the bees, I think they will produce honey, but it is kind of like at a snail's pace. I think these guys have been going forever. So you do want to have some like flowers going nearby them if you are needing honey. Honey is a good thing to have going on your farm because Perry will often, on the bulletin board, she will ask for candles quite a bit. And so a way to build up friendship with her is to complete those tasks, and that will allow her, that like completes tasks, it opens up some things for her. So you want to make sure that you do make honey so that you can use the beeswax for making candles. You can also make candles with soy wax, but I think for the one specifically for Perry, she wants those ones made out of beeswax. So make sure that you're doing that. Let's see. For this next part, I'm gonna make my icon a little smaller. So let's go over here into the greenhouse. So in the greenhouse in here, you can grow things that are out of season. This is the benefit of having the greenhouse. This is something that you can build as you progress in the game. And then for wilted plants, if you forget to water, like these ones here, they say that they need water, but they have wilted. If you have the spell for turning back time, you can actually like turn the clock on it and fix your mistake. If not, you just have to pull those plants and start over. But we can probably, let's go and see if we can build or like do a spell to turn those back. I actually haven't done that yet. So let's come down here and see if we can do spell. Yeah, we've got everything for this. And then also there's like spells for like speeding things up. There's like an Ultra Miracle Grow and Miracle Grow Potion. So if you're doing something for a quest, this Ultra Miracle Grow will like make stuff grow within like a day or so. This one a little bit slower. And then there's another one that like boost harvest, so it'll make the plant like actually produce more stuff. So that's kind of helpful in like speeding the game up as well. After you've planted something and you've watered it, you'll get an option to use some kind of a spell on it. If a plant needs watering, as far as I know, if it needs watering, it's not going to let you put a spell on it. And I don't think there's a spell for... there's not a spell for water to like keep your plants watered. But there is something else that I'll show you in just a second. So let's go ahead and turn the clock back on these and see what happens. Yeah. Okay, and now they're fine, and I think we can water them now. Nice. Okay. We'll do the same for this one. And then the bed in this is already the darker brown, so it doesn't need to be watered. So those are okay. Those will produce flowers now. Okay, so another thing you can do to make your life easier on the farm is getting these bots. And the bots come from, oh gosh, what is the person's name? So this is Perry. She's the one that will ask for candles. And then Zephyr, if you build up a friendship with Zephyr, you will eventually be able to buy automated bots for your garden and for mining, for fishing, and then there's one for logging, I believe. They will collect resources for you. They're super, super cool. So I purposely, I think, left the watering one out. Oh, it's already 6 p.m. Here, let's adjust the time. Make it casual or relaxed. That's the slowest time pace. Okay. So what we can do with this guy, I think he needs a new gem. So you'll get instruction on how to do this. You can get these and have Zephyr also enchant the gems for you that you find in your mine. So it is important, like, you first get access to the mine in the game. So, and gardening, do as much as you can in those, like, cause it makes doing quests and stuff in the later game, like, a lot easier. So I'm going to give a gem here, and then they'll water my farm for me for the next 14 days in game cycle time. And, so I don't have to worry about it.
Water some plants for me today?
Yeah. So yeah, Plenty will go and water plants, and then all I have to do is harvest them when I want. And then I've got, let's see, we've got another one over here for, which one is this? Oh, this is Feedy. Feedy feeds your animals. So, we'll talk about him a little bit later. I have not gotten into, there's magical, animals in the game now. I don't actually have any of those, but these are the weeds that you'll need to get to use for compost. And basically you can just kind of walk around and find those. They're usually these little dark green tufts on the ground. These other plants too, like I kind of just like, as I pass anything up, I'll just pick it up. That way you always have like a good stock of ingredients. Oh, but yeah, see, this gives you an option now, like for doing This might be compost or this might be a speed up potion. Oh no, this is to speed up the compost. So yeah, you can even put potions on your compost to speed that up. And I think putting compost down, I believe that helps things grow like a little bit faster. Fertilized soil makes things better. But yeah, that's it. All right, so I'm gonna speed up the time here so I can show you guys what actually the compost does. So I don't think we had any. I'm pretty sure that we don't. I don't think we do. Okay. So let's I'm gonna just go and
Time for bed.
I'm gonna push the day forward another day so we can get to the compost. All right. Oh, it's Wesley, my husband. Look at how cute he is. I want to play the game again, and Thomas has just been standing out here all night. Thank you, Thomas. Are these almost done? They're close. 50 minutes remaining. Let's speed up the time a little bit. So yeah, that'll go pretty fast. Only 20 minutes now. There we go. That one's done. And this one's about to be done. Awesome. Okay. No, maybe not. Maybe I have to put the compost down before. It's been a little while, actually, since I've done this. Let's see. Maybe we can grow some out-of-season stuff. What about some strawberries? Oh, or maybe we need the compost when we're building the bed. No, that's not it. Okay. I think that might be what we need the compost for, is for building beds. So let's go back to the bench. Yes. Okay. So when you're first starting your garden out, you're not going to have any bins here. It's just going to be a plain dirt patch. There won't be anything there. So you'll need to get your tools as soon as you can. It basically, like, when people come to your house and they tell you, hey, like, you can do this, do that, like, because the first thing you're going to get is the mine, and you're going to get access to tools, and I recommend getting all of the tools and all of the upgrades on the tools as soon as you can for literally everything that you need in the game. But you'll need the compost for building flower beds. I have, like, pretty much as many flower beds as I can, as I can have in the game at the moment. So I don't really build, like, more of these. I was thinking that you put them down for the flowers and stuff, but I was, like, misremembering. It's been a little while, actually, since I did any gardening because I've been focusing on some other stuff in the game. But yeah, you'll be able to use wood. So you get wood from the trees. So you'll need an axe for that, and then compost. Then you'll need weeds to put in your compost bin. To make that. And then to build a compost bin, you just need wood, but you also need this, this opened up. I think the compost bin does not open up right away. And if you're not seeing it right away, probably talk with your villagers more. If you haven't explored, like, all the floors in your mine, work on that. Eventually, I don't really remember exactly how I got access to that, but it does eventually pop up. So I just kind of like plant what you can, and then I do those things. Eventually, you'll get it. It'll come up for you. You'll get plans for it. So other things that you can do in the game. Sorry, Thomas, we're not talking to you right now. For that would be something that would pertain to gardening is so this is Natalia. She's one of the first people that you're gonna meet, and she's the one that will like kind of tell you about the mine. You'll be able to buy tools through here. I've already bought all the tools, so it's not going to show up for me in this game. But normally, like you would have, there's like a shovel and a pickaxe, a watering can. So she has some basic tools in there that you'll be able to buy in the game. And so as soon as this opens up, do it all of the things that you need to get all of those tools. It'll make your life so much easier. And for seeds, you're going to get those from Lena's shop, which is down here. And then the stuff that Lena carries is seasonal, so it changes. But she will have all of your seeds. She normally will only carry, I think she only carries like what is in season, I think. Oh no, these do say out of season, so you can buy stuff that's out of season. But it doesn't matter once you get the greenhouse. You can come in here and buy seeds until your heart's content. And then another person, and then if you sell stuff to her, you can sell her fruits and vegetables from your garden and make money that way. I prefer the fish stick method, is my personal favorite. But if you have a quest that needs something specific and it's in here, it can save you some time to just buy it and fulfill the quest instead of growing it, which can take a couple of days. So sometimes she can give you a shortcut here. Something that you will want to keep on hand from Lena is she sells flour. You'll need flour to make fish sticks. And so that's one that something I recommend buying, but I'll do an entire episode I'll do an entire tutorial just on my fish stick hack. It's not actually my fish stick hack. I got it from other people on the internet, but it's like the best way to keep yourself within a lot of money. My fish stick business is strong. Okay, so in here, this is, I think this is Parker? Yeah. Parker is responsible for building buildings. He, later on in the game, as you talk with him more, he will offer to build you a shop next to the house. And once you get that shop, like, you'll be able to make candles and different things like that. And he will also later on offer to build the barn for you, and then he'll also offer to build your greenhouse. And the greenhouse is really, really nice to have because, like I said, you can grow things out of season, and also you will be able to use your bot that you get from Zephyr will water stuff outside of your greenhouse and inside of your greenhouse. So anything that it has planted, it will keep watered as long as you keep a gem in it. But yeah, you would just normally click on here. I have some unlockables still left in this game. But he will usually kind of talk to you about like, hey, your farm could use this, and then it'll become available in there. And then you'll usually have to collect materials for that. So again, make sure your tools are updated. Make sure that you're getting a lot of different things. Like, what do I want to say? Like, make sure that you have all of your tools and you're harvesting things in the beginning of the game, because it really does help you progress. This is Violet. So this is another thing where we're talking about gardening. Violet owns a flower shop. So Violet is able to sell you actual flower seeds, and you are able to sell Violet flowers and honey. Later on, Violet's shop expands, and she has like clothing available, and so you'll be able to buy. I think you can buy patterns from her, and you can also sell her clothes that you've made. I haven't gotten too far into that part yet, but yeah, it is something available. And then again, like you can click on these, and so we can choose ones that are like in season. But it looks like all of these that she has right now are out of season, which is weird because it's like spring. Oh no, these are for sale. What do we have? We can do snowdrop seeds. I'll get a little bit of each of these and go plant them. Those are out of season. We know those are out of season. Okay, is it just those two? Yeah. Okay. Let's get a few more then. Yeah, so we can go back to our garden over here, and we can plant some flowers for the bees. We probably actually should have picked up a little bit more flower seeds. But for this tutorial, we'll just work with a small garden up here, which is what most of you will have. Like, you'll have this like beginning game, early game. All right, and then like I said before, like these don't have the water drop on them, so they don't need to be watered. And then also we just put a gem in the bot, and so we shouldn't see anything that needs watering when we have the bot going. When the bot's gems run out, they park in these little spots here. And so you know that one needs attention when it's hanging out right here, because otherwise, like, you can see this one, he's like around the farm doing stuff. So let's finish planting some flowers, and then we can, I'll take you guys over to Zephyr's shop so you can see where that is if you're interested in getting the bots. And I think you should get the bots because the little robots are fun. And they do help out a lot. So let's see, this one feeds animals, and then there's another one that does fishing. Oh yeah, oh, you can see like the one that, see, my chickens and stuff haven't been fed. Here, maybe we should give him a gem. We'll give you a little amethyst.
Feedy, get to it.
Go feed the chickens, Feedy. All right, and so your boat will not be here in the beginning. That comes later. But when you do get it, you'll be able to go out here, and then this is Zephyr's shop out here. And so as you build a relationship with Zephyr and develop your friendship, Zephyr will have things for you to sell. So they'll have different whirligigs in here. There's some things that you need to do in the mine to open this stuff up. So when the mine becomes open to you, start upgrading your tools as needed and get all the way through the mine. This is good. It's good to do because it does open up these little opportunities with other characters. And particularly with Zephyr, this is how you're going to get powered topaz, like in diamonds and stuff, like powered gems for the little robots that they provide. And they also will do some cool stuff in game, but we're not gonna get too much into spoilers. But yeah, oh, should we go visit Wesley at his bookshop? I can't wait to do a new playthrough just to fall in love with him all over again. Look at him, he's so cute. So booky. This is the bridge where we had our first date. This is where he proposed to me. This is where we had like an argument, and then he was like, do you want to get a divorce? And I was like, nah, I want to stay married. All right. And then also, let's see, everybody's closing up for the evening, but this is Perry's shop in here. And then the bulletin board, which is down here. There's a bulletin board in town, and then there is one here. So there's, as you can see right here, there's a quest for Perry. So we can scoop that up right now. This one is actually for Gloria, because we've unlocked Gloria. So we can grab that. This is Perry. We'll get some love potions for her. You can usually only pick up 2 tasks at a time. But yeah, that's gardening 101. So, I guess some other things that you can do with garden stuff. Here, let's slow the clock down again. So for different gardening things, once you get your shop going, mulberry trees, you'll be able to feed the mulberry leaves to your silkworms when you get those. Mulberry leaves you'll use for making silk. Different dyes. We'll need you'll need different things from your garden to make, I think, to make dyes. Let's see, where's my little dye stand? Is it this one? There's little juices that you can make, oils. If you're growing soybeans, you can make oil. You can make soy milk. I think if you're collecting mushrooms, you can make mushroom leather. And then this is where you'll make candles. So we'll craft some in there because we're going to need some for Perry. And then also, excuse me. Is it this thing? No, this is paper. This is all of the fabrics. There's like one little thing right here. Oh, this thing. So some of the stuff from your garden, like grapes, can be used to make wine. So you need grapes for that. There's certain drinks, hops, you'll be able to make beer with. Apples, you can make apple cider. Sauerkraut, cabbage, obviously. Kimchi, if you're growing cabbage and peppers and soybeans. Soybeans is not normally an ingredient in kimchi. It's usually green onion, but, you know, it's the wildflowers version of kimchi, and you can make it if you have all of these items. And some of these items, like, you'll sometimes need some of these because somebody will ask for it. Or you'll find out maybe it's a character's favorite food and you're trying to develop, like what, like the relationship that you have with them. And so, you'll need that. I think I covered everything. We covered the juice press and the candle maker. There's the dyeing bath. I forget. Oh, let's go back. So to make dyes, I think you need to do that in your little space down here. So this is like your secret potion room. So I think you need distillery stuff for this. No, that's not where it happens. Where does it happen at? Maybe it's these? I don't remember how I make the dyes. I want to say some of your spells too might need some things like, I think a lot of these though, like you'll be able to find different places, like pine cones you can find up in the forest. Crocus, I don't know if you can grow those. Like those are ones that like mostly foraging kind of things. Moonflower, that's another thing that you forage in the forest that's on the right side of the map. There's like a forest on the left side and a forest on the right side. So for a lot of the like magical things. Was it on this? Oh yeah, okay. Your mortal and pestle is how you'll make different dyes. If you want to make clothes, this is going to be really handy. And then also how you make the dyes, like blueberries is how you're going to make blue dye. So like I think your primary colors like are going to be like lemons. You'll make yellow dye with, and then green is like a combination. And purple is a combination. Orange, another combination. Yeah, so there's different things. Like if you grow fennel, you'll be able to make fennel powder to use in recipes. I think flour. I usually just buy flour from Lena when I make fish sticks. And that has been like really easy to do. So I will show you guys what I do for fish sticks in the next video. But if you're growing wheat, you can make your own flour also. So if you want, like, you could just fill up your whole flour beds, like all the crop stuff you have, and just grow a bunch of wheat and make it that way. I think it would take longer though. And then there's like this like instant brew power. These are also like forget-me-nots. I believe those are flowers that you forage for. So a lot of stuff is like stuff that you would forage for. But yeah, so that I hope that was helpful in kind of giving you guys some guidance on like what you would do, like the kinds of stuff that you can do with your garden. And what you know, what kind of things that you might use like gardening for. These are the mulberry trees that I was talking about. I keep these going because you can use these to make silk. I was kind of thinking that I was gonna get into clothing making next. But yeah, and then I always love how the greenhouse looks at night. It's so pretty. We should definitely plant some more stuff in here. But I kind of emptied stuff out for demonstration purposes. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'm definitely not an expert on this game, but I have played through the main part of it. So if I didn't cover the question about gardening in this video, I might be able to answer it. So but yeah, I'll do another video on maybe we'll do one on mining, and maybe when we get into magical animals, I'll do maybe I'll do a video on that too, because now I'm kind of doing more late game stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope that if you're playing Wildflowers, I hope that you're enjoying it. Let me know who you're romancing, because there's like a couple of different characters that are romanceable. I instantly like fell in love with Wesley as soon as I met him, and I thought he was so awesome. Look, now he's a werewolf. Ah, he's so cute. If you scratch him behind his ear, his tail wags. But I think it's adorable. But yeah, let me know. Studio Dry Dock actually gifted me a code for this game when it first launched, and I streamed it on Twitch and Kick, and it was before I was doing stuff regularly on YouTube. And but yeah, I want to do a second playthrough. I think maybe later in the later part of this month, we'll start a new playthrough and go through it all over again, because the streams that I did early on when this game was announced are they're gone. Those VODs are not available anymore. And I think it'd be fun to like revisit the whole thing again, and especially this time of year. This is like the perfect time of year to play this game, as I think this game is so cozy, and like I don't know, just all of the like foraging and the witches and the fantasy element to it. I really loved it. If Studio Dry Dock had not gifted me a copy of this game, I absolutely would have bought it. It was on my wish list, so I was like super excited when I got the code. And I definitely gave it an honest review, but I think I liked it even more than I thought that I would. And I think this, like, they did really well at just making a really cozy, solid game. But yeah, all right, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm kind of starting to ramble now, so I'm gonna end this, and I am going to go do something else. Maybe I'll have some lunch. I don't know. Okay, all right. I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.